Gambia's the 125.6 on his outlap, but Doc will be setting a 121.2. That's way better than his Q1. But now we have the reigning champ. Oh my god, Luke is out. He spun himself. He spun himself in Parabolica. What an occurrence of events. And Luke, the one champion in FRO, probably every season except for Dark seasons, which are like 3 seasons. But he hasn't won season 4. In that occurrence, his first lap will be done in the Parabolica, where he will fucking spin. Why do you have to spin, man? Why? Gambia's going out of the pits. I think he's also crashed to Dark. Also come out with fresh tires. Yeah, Luke, I saw you crashed. Let's see F1 Fan as he now comes out of Sector 1. F1 Fan with 25.2. Jamu gets a... Oh, Jamu! I haven't even watched that. I'm so sorry I cannot watch the laps for some reason. F1 Fan gets his lap done in Lesmo. Yeah, it's very, very wide. He'll probably go right, go to the pits. There's another person right behind him. It's the reigning champion. But Luke's just right after an outlap. So you have Jimmy and I think that's Jammer going out of the pits. Let's see, we have Doc out of Lesmo. Nobody's currently starting a lap, but we do have Gambia out of Sector 2. And there's another outlap. We do have Luke and Jimmy starting a lap currently. Luke will be the first one to start it. And of course the reigning champion will probably get a really good lap, as he's been practicing a lot more than anyone else has. And this guy's a sweat. Now I'm joking, he's not a sweat, but he's a lovely driver. See, now he goes into Prima Variante, very neat on the throttle, and that is good. That is good, really good on Sector 1. I think there will be another purple sector for him on his record. So now we have 5 more minutes left. Dark is on the top of the table with a 21.2. Oh, so we see that stay further as he gets a 25.2. About a 25.2. I don't want to round it up to a 1, but yeah, 25.2 for Luke. That is 0.2 away from Dark. And I wouldn't say Luke has gotten a really good Sector 2 exit, but maybe he's used a lot of the energy to maximize Lesmo 1 and not maximize Lesmo 2 as he now goes onto Ascari, and that's pretty good. It is really good. Gambia, he's getting crazy in Sector 1, 0.5 up on everyone else. Unless Gambia fumbles it, this will be his best lap, I think, in Monza. I'm not sure if he's fumbled it, but we will only see. We have oh wait, has Luke crashed? Luke has crashed again. Gambia's still in 27.1 in Sector 2. This might be one of the best laps I've ever seen in Monza. Would this be a 0.19 from Gambia? Beautiful lap currently. As he now goes ahead to the end of the lap in Parabolica, tries not to touch the greens. I think that's good. I think that's really good. Jimmy gets a purple Sector 2, but we will now see a moment in history where Gambia will celebrate for himself after getting pole position with a 121.0. That is 0.2 up on Dark, but that will not maximize the pole lap that we've got in Q1 unless Luke does not get a better lap than him, as we now see Jimmy with also a really good lap again from Gambia. That will be pole! 0.6! 20.6 from the fucking Jimmy! Jimmy gets 0.3 up and he gets a better lap than Gambia on Q1. What a lap from Jimmy! And now Jimmy's pole position. Jimmy's pole position. Let's see Luke currently. Luke is... Oh, he's a red Sector 1 and he's gonna try and corner cut everything. Can we have some FIA on Luke's corner cuts, please? I'm joking. But that is kind of unfair because nobody else is cutting. Yeah, now Dark starting his lap, I think. Gonna be watching on a different angle. Actually no, we'll watch like this. We'll watch how he's driving and how he is doing his brake bias. We're gonna watch his brake bias, guys. We'll have Luke starting his lap. See Jamo. think Jammer's also on a lap, right? He's on, yeah, he's on a 25.2. He's chill. We have Dark with the 25.0. See Luke as he heads down to Seconda Variante. We do want to watch Jamo, and he goes off. His controller died again in Ascari. It happened once again. Luke has a moment on Seconda Variante. He has 1 minute and 50 seconds to get a lap, or he's 6th. And Jimmy's on pole position in Monza as a Ferrari. Outrageous scenes as we have for the Tifosi currently. It is fucking Ferrari pole position in Monza. Has never happened in Formula 1 in like a long ass time, I think. As Luke is still on a lap. He's still going for a lap to try and get better than VIP, obviously, but his sector 1 and sector 2 actually wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. That will secure him, I think, P3 or P4. For sure, it all depends on Parabolica. He was very fast in Parabolica as now Luke heads up to the end of the lap. Dark is P3, Jammer is P4, but will we see a purple sector 3 from Luke? Luke heads down, it is a purple sector 3, gets P4, and that is 500ths of a second, no, that's 5,000ths of a second away from Dark. He will not get another lap pin. Luke will not get another lap pin. If he does, it's by Cornica, and that would not be unfair. I'll need some FIA to get on that. We now see Dark Mantis on Sector 1. The Controller Magician. I'm actually trying to understand why Gambia's not going for another lap. But Dark, what is VIP doing? Is he also cutting? You have Jammer going for another lap pin. Dark has crashed. Dark has crashed on Lesmo. Jimmy's going for another lap, I think. We now have VIP boy. I think he's cut the track to get another lap in. His Jammer is doing a lap. Once again, it's P5 now. He's gone P3 on the last time. What is going currently on the chat? Gambia's having problems with loading, and quali ends here. Jimmy is on another lap. Let's see who's having a good time here. Jammer is having a really good time in Sector 1. 24.7 in Sector 1. Jammer has a chance to get pole here. He's still on a lap. Jammer is on a lap right after crossing the line, like 20 seconds before crossing the line, as he now reaches to Ascari. He really does not like Ascari that much, but he cannot fumble now. He cannot fumble now. He keeps on going. 26.7 on Sector 2. This might be the best pole position takeout I've ever seen. He now heads out to one of the most technical sections of the entire track, Parabolica. But now, will we see Jammer get pole position? Jammer will be crossing down to the straight. Jammer gets pole position! 2/10 off! 2/10 away! Jammer steals the pole position from Jimmy! Unbelievable!
Holy shit!
Outrageous! The Mercedes gets pole position with 2/10 away from Jimmy! What a lap from Jammer!
That is outrageous.
This is huge for perspective. What a lap that was from Sector 1 to Sector 2 to the Parabolica. He was not taking that seriously at the start. He was seeing how ridiculous Jimmy can get pole position here, but he sees that he has to take that opportunity as a slow lapper. And Jammer gets pole position for Mercedes. The first pole position of the season goes to the Mercedes as Jimmy gets P2, Gambia gets P3.